Hello again guys, I've been playing Lex Luthor recently, practicing him as well, in training mode to try and get him a bit better. So these are some matches in King of the Hill to try and put that into my game a bit more. And one of the first things is an ender back 2, up 3, down 3, as you just saw there. Now, that does the most damage out of all the enders I could find, but only by about 1%. It does have some bad points to it as well. You remain close to the opponent and you can't cancel it into a special move or trait. So, in that respect, you know, it's pretty bad unless you've already got your trait on and you're just going for maximum damage. But, you know, it's not bad and it looks pretty cool. That's definitely what we want. We want it to look cool. But there are other ones that I've been practicing. I'll comment on them as we see them. So, trying to use my down 3 a bit more. I could have comboed out that Lex probe. That's something you can do now a lot easier. But I was a bit far away. Okay, so I'm trying to orbital strike. I thought she would do that, but at least I got mine out first. And here I was waiting for the push block. I wanted to push block her into the gravity mine, but she accidentally crossed over me. Well, not accidentally for her probably, but that's not what I intended to happen. Okay, I should be able to block that pretty easily, but oh, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't have the health. Okay, at least it was a waste of meter, tons of waste of meter there. Okay. There we go. I used the Lex probe to sort of get myself a little bit of time. And I could have ended that. I thought the jump 3 might have ended it. And I should have done a corpse charge straight away. Because you can't really combo if you do a jump 3. Because it takes a little bit longer to recover when you hit the ground, I feel. Okay, Green Lanterns I usually block ready for the low overhead. But this guy doesn't seem to have done it. So that's fine. It's fine by me. So go into my pressure. Now I should be trying to use 2-2 a lot more often than 1-1-2 because it's a mid attack. I think it does about the same damage or maybe a little bit more, and it doesn't knock them, so the gravity won't already be on the combo, and if they block it you can cancel it into a 2-2 down 1, which is an overhead, or a 2-2 back 3, which is a low. So you can't combo out of those unless you're in the corner, but still it's a good sort of mix up if they start blocking. Okay, that should be it. Again, I went for the back 2, ready for the up 3, down 3, just to do maximum damage there. You see that? That was weird. I knocked him, he was, you know, he'd been hit, but then he was able to block the mine and actually stopped his recovery, which is really interesting. Okay, well, how am I going to end this? I don't want him clashing, so that's a combo that I sort of learned a bit and tried to put in, where I do a back 3 and then you do a forward 3, and you can meter burn it for more damage, like I've stated before, I think, because that got changed in the patch, so you do more damage with a meter burn back 3 and forward 3. Okay, now Green Lanterns against Lex, you do want to use your Gatling gun there a lot, because it really stops me using my trait a lot more. It's really good choice to use against Lex. Lex struggles when people can get rid of his trait, and that's the best move Green Lantern has. Okay, trait time and then some punish. How did that jump in 3 miss? That was weird. Totally weird. Okay, so that's the ender that I like to go to now for most characters. As you saw, I did it a bit early, and that's something which I did know about, but I'll be extra careful now. That's the first time that it missed. Oh, a bit far away. I didn't expect that to hit. You know, he was still on the ground, but that's fine. I find tech throwing pretty difficult in this game because they're so rare. You know, you can't crouch tech or anything, so it's a lot harder to do. I was ready for a back 3 then. I wondered why it wasn't working. Because he's dead! Okay, we can just throw out a Lex probe, throw out a gravity mine, so he can't jump and then he can't walk, and then you do an orbital strike. That's what we want. Knocks him so far away that it's pretty hard to punish me. And it's an excellent damage. I think it does 18% by itself. So it's really good. But there's a couple of scenarios where you wouldn't want to do that. Deathstroke players, for example, you don't want to do that because they'll be able to punish you for it. It's best to cancel into the trait with a 1-1-2 trait. Even then, I think they can break your trait out before you can actually block. So that's what makes it such a hard matchup. Okay, yeah. So with Green Lanterns again, I was waiting for the low and overhead, and I always try and anticipate and block these like random ring grabs because they're not safe, and depending on how good of a player the opponent is, they probably try and go for it an awful lot. So again, I pushed him far away, nothing he can do, so I can get my trait on for free. Okay, so probably just going to shoot him, Lance Blast, awesome, just chip him down. So again, get the trait on. Now if he tries to do the ring grab, I'll be fine. So how am I going to end this? The same again. Oh no, for damage, because I already have the trait on, it was no big deal. So just being careful because I haven't got my trait ready. There we go. It was facing the wrong way. Okay, let him jump on that. Now, how am I going to end this? Oh, just the damage. This guy, you know, I didn't have to worry about clashing there. I didn't consider the clashing, or he wasn't playing that good. Because I find new players forget about it quite a lot, you know. Okay, Sinestro. I've read that on some of the Lex forums that people consider Sinestro to be one of the bad matchups for Lex Luthor. Much like Deathstroke, because he's got really good zoning and stuff, and Lex Luthor really hates that. But, I mean, this guy doesn't seem too bad at the moment. Am I going to do transition? Yes. Now, stage transitions seem to not do as much damage as I remember them doing. Because you have a look how much health he's got, and how much that transition did. That combo only did 35%. And that's a normal combo for Lex Luthor. You know, he could probably get 41%. Okay, so I'm trying to be wary of his zoning. It's his, like, forward projectile balls that really kind of stop me. That big boulder is not a big deal, really. I tried the overhead, didn't work. And I can't seem to punish this down 2 with my down 3, which is one of my faster moves of choice. So if they start making it seem like I can't punish things with down 3, I'll opt for the grab instead. You see? So if down 3 doesn't work because they can block in time, then I think my fastest thing is down 1, then down 3, then corpse charge, possibly, I think. But grab is a lot faster than all of them, so even if they block, then they still get hit by the grab, which is nice. Okay, so I think I'm just going to wait for him to do something, and now throw an orbital strike out. Now I've got a bit of momentum, I can keep doing it and just pressure him a bit more. Okay, I could have corpse charged that. I don't know why I didn't, but it doesn't matter. I wanted to go into the trait. Because what makes Lex Luthor's bad matchups is they don't let you get the trait on, or they can get it off easily, like Deathstroke, 2 hits. Gets it off and punishes you, which is not good. And loads of multi-hitting moves. You know, it's just really difficult. Okay. So, get my trait on now, got some space. That was pretty good, I'm surprised he hit me there. So, what am I going to do? Just Lance Blast him? Nah, okay, the mine will do it. Okay, probably Lex... Oh no, Gravity Mine, I should be able to punish that. Okay, 2-2 again, didn't think it would hit, I should have followed it up, because you got an overhead low mix up there if they block it. So, Gravity Mine down, Lex Probe to stop him jumping. Gravity Mine to stop him walking. And since this guy doesn't seem that good, I'm not going to stick back and just zone him, because then he might get more annoyed. So just to humour him, I'll move forward a bit. I seem to be a bit of a powerhouse. That seems to be what Lex Luthor is. He's massively powerful, but if you find someone who's a bad matchup, it turns from massively powerful to weak as shit. It is completely the extremes for some reason. Now, I forgot what it is. Canada Cup? The last in the grand finals, I think it was Lex Luthor versus Bane, and I had some of those matches myself. So the next video is going to be Lex Luthor versus Bane, and it kind of worked out the same. It's a massively difficult matchup now. This Bane was really good, and it just, you know, it was very difficult fights. But anyway, we're on this one. Shazam, he also got a big buff. He's not doing too bad now. He's doing pretty badly, but that's the combo. I don't know if you can actually punish that. I mean, I'm sure you can. There is a sort of punish thing that I practiced, and that's down 1 into gravity pull. I'll mention that in a minute, because at the minute he's beating the shit out of me. So with these 2 combos, he's got me down nearly full health. He's got such a good damage buff, this Shazam. I think he got damage buff. I'm not quite sure what his buffs were, but it seems to be damage or combo ability or something crazy. he would be massively powerful. He got me with 2 combos, and how did I not punish that teleport? He recovers so fast. Anyway, so you can do a down 1 into gravity pull, meter burn gravity pull. And that's probably one of the best ways to get into a full combo on a punish, because down 1 is the fastest thing you've got, and it combos into the gravity pull. You see some really high players, high level Lex Luthors do that. Now the main problem is the gravity pull is unsafe on block, so you don't really want to do down 1 gravity pull, because then they might get hit by the first one, and then, because it's not a low or anything, so they'll probably block the second one. So you probably only want to do down 1 into gravity pull when you've blocked a special move, and that way. So I don't want to do it there. I'm just pressing it low to keep him sort of confined a bit. Okay, knock him miles away. Not much he can do, which is awesome. But yeah, so if someone does, for example, if Lobo does that, what is it? That chain charge move, whatever it's called, hook charge, then do down 1 gravity pull and you get a full combo off it. Otherwise, it seems pretty unpunishable, really, with Lex Luthor's arsenal anyway. Okay, so Groundy, I'm finding it not too hard here, really. I think Lex Luthor would probably be a bad matchup for Groundy, because he has a hard time keeping close to you, probably. You know, I've got my jump back 3, which will keep him in check. And then, you know, with my armour, Groundy can't grab me at all. You know, so I get a free go at him pretty much any time I've got my armour on. So I imagine it's going to be quite a bad matchup. The Lex Probe will do the job. There we go. So I think as a bad matchup, I steamroll over the people which are not. If they're not massively bad matchups, I steamroll over them. But Deathstroke is a bad matchup for Lex Luthor completely. I'd say one of the most toughest matchups for Lex Luthor, and you'll see why in a minute. So he's doing a lot of multiple hitting moves. There, he's got rid of my trait through one move. That was a bad choice, obviously unsafe on block. So now I can't move. Look at this. Okay. More examples to come, don't you worry. Okay. Having a hard time getting him off me. Okay, that's good. Didn't meter burn it for some reason. Now, in hindsight, I shouldn't be using these gravity mines because he's not walking towards me, he's staying back. But now I've got that meter burn orbital strike, I'm just continually pressuring him. I probably should have kept doing it, to be honest. There we go, awesome. Shame it wasn't a full combo opportunity because of the round transition. So yeah, I knew that was coming. I don't think you can duck under that, so you might be able to actually. It's the longer one that you can't. Okay, that's good. At least I got a little bit of pressure. It didn't actually work though, did it? Okay, that was a good read because that is quite a slow recovery. So that's bad on my part. Okay. We got some of that. Okay, so now it's about trying to get my Lex Probe out. And it keeps disappearing. I can't do much really. Because his dash is so slow that you can't actually dash and crouch in time. And you can go over the fires, the bullets, sorry, like I did with a corpse charge. But then he just gets me before I hit the floor. So it's a big deal, you see. Now he's beating the shit out of me again. And again, see, I can't even jump towards him. And now that's it. Okay. So that is probably, you know, he wasn't the best. But, I mean, I'm probably not the best. But you can see that he did a very simple game plan, which is zoning me. And it worked pretty effectively. I had to struggle to get in. I never really got my trait going. Because if I did and tried to pressure him on wake up, he'd do that spinny move. And so I could try and bait that. And then a down one into gravity pull would be an excellent place to use it. But anyway, the next match is about Lex versus Bane, and this Bane is really good. And with his buffs that he got in 1.06, he becomes massively difficult. Not to mention that it was difficult anyway. And I think it might be a pretty tough matchup. I wouldn't say considerably bad, but it does become a very difficult matchup for Lex Luthor, I think. We shall see. Thanks for watching.